See that on B2 piece.
Good.
I'm a big fan of drones.
Okay, so we've passed the
The approved fighter.
the planning phase. Yeah, diplomatic influence roles. Everyone gets one diplomatic influence role.
That's a 6.
What is that, a die 6?
Should that order be reversed with cyber warfare? Because one of the cyber options is to increase your geopolitical influence.
Those are not necessarily in order, but correct. You could spend cyber points at this point in time to.
Yeah, the spending of the cyber points isn't really at a particular time, right? It's depending on what you want to do with them. That's the time it gets activated.
Right. So
In that case, I'm going to activate someone.
okay. So if you wanted to use them during diplomatic planning phase, geopolitical influence, you could roll them, and each 6 adds +1 to your diplomatic influence roll.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm not going to spend mine on that. But so
I'm going to spend 3 of them on it.
okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, we've got what, 6 apiece.
So, but you only get 1 roll, so you're just trying to add.
Yeah.
But you're really trying to influence.
Well, I get 1 roll for each one, right?
You only get 1 roll. Well, you roll 3 dice. You have you could get a total of +3 on your 1 roll.
Yeah, I'm buying 3 rolls.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so
Well,
roll your dice.
Okay.
Oh,
Do I have to say who it's for before I do it? Like influence on which country?
Yeah. I don't think there is any requirement for that, but okay, so you got a +1.
It helps.
Okay, so you have a +1 on your total roll. Now you get your 1 free roll if you'd like it.
Yes. Those are used.
Okay.
Still missed.
Okay.
Yes.
So Mike, do you want to do anything with your cyber
Whoa, let's see.
warfare?
Well,
Infrastructure attacks. Well, that's tough because I would have had to have done that before you made a purchase, right?
No, why?
Well, what does it cause damage on?
Um,
Isn't that the one where you pay the bank? The enemy pays the bank. If you're successful, the enemy has to pay the bank, right?
I don't know whether it's 6 points of damage. Okay.
Well, D6.
CAL. What was that? PAL?
So each roll causes 6 points of damage.
Critical infrastructure attack.
Well, it
Roll
would
up your cyber roll.
It would affect
Any number of
where
cyber dice. Each one that comes up 6, you roll again, and that country pays that many FTPs to the bank.
Right.
and if you damage the factory, that's going to inhibit where they can place their units.
I don't think it
Not how much
damages
they buy
anything
it.
specific. I think you're
Oh, it
just
doesn't?
I think you're just basically saying I'm causing mayhem in your country.
Okay.
And so let's say I'm Russian. I'm like, hey, I'm going to spend,
It's like a terror attack.
yeah, I'm going to spend 6 cyber dice. You as America might be like, I'm going to counter with 3, so that you can mitigate the influence of that attack.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
So-
somebody could,
We almost need to start each round with like a cyber round, right? A cyber.
So you'll start cyber first.
Yeah, I do.
You kind of do have to start there because it affects all the other aspects of the turn.
Okay, let's go cyber first.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Okay. So
So I've done the diplomatic influence and all that. So
Okay.
that's Russia.
And with the diplomatic influence, we can influence
Yep.
any of the neutral
you
countries.
have one shot.
Uh-huh.
And if you get a 6, you get it. It becomes yours.
You get picked.
This is a good target right here.
That's what I was staring right at.
That's
Yeah.
a good
And I
target.
think Brazil might even have it.
Yeah, it makes good sense.
What are you gonna do?
They have a frigate, 2 missiles, some decent infantry.
Seems worthwhile to at least add a couple of dice to that.
Yeah,
Chance
it
of
can't hurt.
increasing. So
And you could do a special forces, but it wouldn't work till next turn.
You don't deploy special forces during the combat movement.
Yeah, I guess you do. So
That was your number, right?
that's mine. Yeah.
Okay.
all right.
When we
So
were doing all the texting, I was lost.
throw away the couple of dice. So I'm looking for sixes to affect the
Affect the roll.
roll.
Okay, so you did get a +1.
All right.
Is that too wimpy?
No, I don't think so. I mean, having not tried it yet, I don't know.
Okay.
No, because
Okay.
each side is worth what, like 17% or something like that.
Thank you.
16.
16%.
Mhm.
So you increase your possibility by 16%. You have a 16% chance of increasing your possibilities by 16%.
Okay, we have
about
one viewer at least right
1%
now.
chance.
Your mom?
No, a friend.
All right. So do you want to have a round where everybody spends their cyber points before any of the diplomatic rolls are made or anything else? This is where your chart idea comes into play, right?
Yeah.
Well, I figured we'd all be doing it at once.
Yeah.
Just to speed things up. I've got on my sheet a cyber criminals thing to try and siphon money off the world market. So I'm going to spend.
No, and here it says Eastern Pact only. So is that only for the Caliphate, or is that for all three of us as option?
Where?
On the quick reference, cyber warfare. I didn't know if that was
Cyber-
just the Caliphate or
It's
For the entire
I think it's Russians and Chinese can do it.
Okay.
Koreans all have that ability. So I'm going to spend 3 dice trying to get money, and I get 1 dice, so I siphon off 6 points for myself. So I get $6.
Nice.
And I've used all my. How many cyber points do I have? I have 4. Okay. Okay. So I just used my cyber points here to, for those of you at home, this is my cyber points marker. I just used my cyber criminals option to get money for myself, and I'm gonna. So I've used all 4 of my cyber points. Can I take
I
this
can do
one? Maybe somebody needs to be.
Yeah,
No,
so the
no,
way I
no,
read
no.
it, there's
There's
no,
just
there's no point in holding on to cyber points because they reset.
They do not. They represent cyber points. Represents your capacity, your cyber capacity for the turn. So there's no saving it. It's not a resource
If
that
we're
you
gonna
would
do
be able to
cyber
save.
as a round for everybody, right?
Not for everybody, just for everybody, because everybody's going at the same time. The Caliphate, the Russians, the North Koreans, the Chinese, all of our side is going to do cyber first. You guys are just like in global war. You guys would just going to be
Okay.
watching us.
I thought you were proposing that as a change. That
Well,
way
I don't think it would make sense. I don't think it would make sense.
It's not a change for everyone at once.
Okay.
The idea was to put a cyber attack phase, if you will, before the planning phase.
Got it.
the
Because-
majority of your cyber options are
Yeah.
before you actually do stuff.
So my cyber points were 4, so I got to roll 4 dice this turn, and I used the cyber criminals option to try and cipher money off the world market. And that actually, where's the money? Because I actually got money this turn.
Because we can get that from
I actually got $6.
Yeah, let them spend.
Which you guys would agree I'd be able to spend this turn, or
If we make the cyber a pre-phase, then yeah.
if
I
the
would say
cyber's the
you
first
can
thing you
spend
do, then I think yeah.
Yeah.
Or I think you probably should do it first, whether you have to or not.
it. I agree.
It makes sense. Okay.
And can you choose to make more than one type of cyber
You
attack?
can choose to make more than one type of cyber attacks. So, for those of you at home, we have a number of different cyber options: critical infrastructure, port airfield shutdown, technological espionage. Oh, is it mirrored? Oh, darn.
All married up.
Geopolitical influence, military intelligence, and counter cyber. So remember, if somebody's doing something to you, you can have saved some of your points for counter cyber. And now we're at the
Six.
diplomatic
That's what I said,
influence
How
stage.
many do you usually say? Half?
I usually do
Couple.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah, when I was learning how to use them, I didn't save any. And then I realized, oh wait, you can use this stuff.
Yeah.
So I saved like 2 or 3.
Maybe I'll
I've been
toss
catching
one at the same time.
Oh,
cyber criminal.
So I'm gonna make a diplomatic influence roll now, and for the caliphate, if you have more than 3 units next door to something, you can get +2.
He's on our side.
No, I know. I was.
And I'm gonna claim that I have 4 here, so that I can get a +2 on this roll,
I thought you were counting.
No.
and I don't get it. So my influence roll for the caliphate is done, and the caliphate did not influence. Okay.
Let's see if I can convince Brazil to join our side.
Oh, that'd be really
Try to
nice.
give that-
Come on, Brazil.
I get to add 1 to mine.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that was a 2, making it a 3.
No go.
Brazil still
Still
doesn't
failed.
pass.
Okay. So now, if you have any money left for funding tech research,
I bought 2 tech.
okay, so you bought 2 tech rolls. Okay. And he's going to make a couple tech rolls here.
Miss.
Okay. You needed a 6.
Yeah, I need a 6, got a 5 and a 4.
Okay.
The tech is 2 each, you said?
Yes, $2 each.
$2 each. Okay.
Huh.
I think it's $3 each, but I think it probably should be 2. What do you think?
Oh,
To make it.
2 would make it cheaper and easier for players to want to do it more.
Is it stepped like the other mobile games?
No, it's more like the
single.
It's more like the old A&A where you just get what you get. And you have a
Probably
breakthrough.
Probably 3 is.
3 is okay?
Probably
Okay. 3 for roll.
We'll try it.
We'll try it at 3. I like to encourage it. But... Okay. So now it's combat movement. You can move all your units in combat. You can send your special operations forces on missions. You can declare firing cruise missiles, declare you're attacking or making drone strikes, and request nuclear authorization.
China requests nuclear authorization.
Okay. Do you want to go through the nuclear authorization process?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get this ball rolling.
There you go.
The longer we wait, the faster we die.
If you are the Western Alliance, you must request permission from other faction members. Okay.
Okay, we're the East.
So you roll a dice on an 11 or 12. Your generals agree that you can use nuclear weapons. They can roll the dice. Now you would get a bonus if there were enemy troops in China, which there are not. Hold on, let's capture this here. And who's rolling for nuclear authorization?
10.
A 10.
No go.
Almost, but not quite.
Do you get any bonuses for being Chinese?
No, I don't think so. Not for that.
You would get bonuses depending. Usually, you get bonuses if there's enemy troops in your starting territories.
So I ain't using nukes this turn.
Okay. There we go. All right. So now we're going to just start our movement sequence.
We can just start right off the bat and move China. We have to go through all this.
What's your white chips done?
We got more than nukes.
We need some more white chips.
We need a lot of white chips.
I don't have enough here. I'll toss a couple.
Where's the Bennett?
Right here.
I'll set it up.
What's the drone's combat modifier?
They add 2 to your command control, or they can make an airstrike.
Okay, see the rules on them.
So we can go ahead and start moving stuff now?
Yeah.
So letting you guys know where to go. I don't even have a strategy prepared for this.
Oh, China's coming right out of the gate. You realize that we have more ships than you do.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to get some stuff evened out here.
Okay, you're headed to Turkey. That's good. Can I assume you're going to win that? Okay.
Although, right.
Where's the drone table?
The drone table.
Well, it says see rules for drones.
So drones can go and add plus to your command control modifier, or they can make a single drone strike,
Is it worthwhile to
kind of like an airstrike.
the European Navy?
We decided we wanted 2 airfields in Israel.
You try to
I don't think any place is going to have
Amount
2 airfields
where they
except for maybe the
combine.
United States.
Or is that just sort of a waste of Russian resources at this point?
I will put that in
Why
my
don't
notes.
You
Well,
could do
no,
I
that's not a big
focused on
deal.
land
I'll just
moving
wipe them out. All the
because in my
maps.
game,
Okay.
you pulled everything together to try to defend France as their last stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
And once France fell, I played it like the German Atlantic Wall strategy, just kept
Mhm.
building up. That way they couldn't take it. And then I was focusing on the oil regions, trying to influence as much as I can South America. If you get South America influenced pretty well, you're going to have to divert a lot of resources down south.
Yeah, makes sense.
Especially if you get Brazil, because you can start building a lot down there.
Yes.
Mhm.
Got 3 to turn or something. I think that's pretty good. So we
Guys,
do
start getting
split
cold.
the
Let me know. Try to see that.
split the attack between these two.
Are you coming in?
Well, I can't. I mean, otherwise I leave the back door.
Is anyone cool?
So I can hit
I'm cool.
hard.
Cool.
Okay, so we're just in the middle of
So what are the neutral
buying options here for our movement options. Coming into Turkey right here with just about everything. I'm gonna move this around. Get people get.
Your drone rules, basically, they say see rules. It'd be nice if there was almost a drone table or something, because I see it's embedded in different places,
Yeah.
you know.
The command control is there's a +2 to the command control role, and then there's an airstrike capability of drones. You want to read it? You want to read it on the computer?
I've got it on mine.
We'll give a recap. When they're
Okay.
close, when they're done all moving. Then
Okay.
we'll
What's the movement for special forces? Is it the same as airborne, or can they go anywhere?
They have a move of like 3.
Okay.
So
You guys got a quick reference table? You have several over here.
Yeah, I have one.
yeah, I'm getting one.
Can you stack SOF abilities?
You can't stack them, but if 2 are in the same zone, they have to do different things.
Okay.
quick reference. This thing's like 12 pages long. How's that quick?
It's not optimized yet.
Get cold, we can do push-ups.
That heat's coming on here.
Oh, no heat.
Well, it was at the temperature. It'll go kick back off. Problem with the warehouse is the cement floor cools down and it starts getting cool in your feet.
Oh yeah.
That's not cool.
Okay. What China?
Wow.
Are you China, Andrew?
Why?
I'll take one.
You put a little pressure on these guys.
You guys are gonna get me
I'll send my ship to help you because otherwise I'm feeling a little thin over here.
That's the plan. Just wait until the non-combat.
Okay.
I'm doing
I'm gonna send my guy to help you out.
I'm
gonna
I have to wait until that.
soften that up. I'm gonna get controllers over there. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna
Can you do a surgical strike on naval units?
you can do a naval strike,
He's coming out.
which is with so a naval strike you do the cruise missile. So, for example, right here.
Cruise missiles.
Hmm?
Okay, so 2, 3. So I got 3 cruise missiles there. Is there other markers? Okay, so this says John can fire missiles as if they're cruise missiles.
Who can fire cruise
So that
missiles?
means basically a free shot from naval bases without expending your cruise stockpile.
Well, you have these. Where's their anti-ship ballistic missile stockpile? Oh, you have some over there.
How'd you
Thought
say?
this was
No, there's
Yes.
those. Those are
Okay, so they have to come out of the stockpile.
yeah, but you can replenish that stockpile. They're like cruise missiles, basically. You
So
can
they
buy
cost
more
the
of
same?
them.
Can I fire a regular cruise missile instead, or do I have to use those?
You have to use those.
Okay.
But see, like if it was your turn,
They're carrier killers.
yeah. If it was your turn, can I see one of those? These are the anti-ship ballistic Chinese anti-ship ballistic missiles, and you could fire cruise missiles at them on your turn, but these actually can fire if anything moves into their zone.
Okay, so I
So,
can use regular cruise
these
for
are
attack, and the other
Ballistic anti-ship missiles,
Okay.
designed to kill U.S. carriers, keep them off the coast.
So these are for defense, and the cruisers for attack.
Well, not necessarily. I'm just saying that, like, if you read the rules on them on your sheet, it'll say if somebody just moves through that zone, even if they're not staying in range of them, you can still use them. You can still blast with them. So I would keep a stockpile of those.
So I can use
Um,
cruise.
And you can fire them from your naval bases in your starting territory. So I'd keep a stockpile of those around, replenish them, because they're going to keep that giant fleet off your coast. He's not gonna want to be in the Sea of Japan when you have that stuff there.
So this kills a ship. It doesn't do 1 damage. It just kills whatever ship.
No,
you
it just damages it.
hit. Okay, so it won't kill the carrier in one shot.
Well, I mean, you're talking about 4 carriers in a group, so taking out 1 or 2 of them. But yeah, you want to build more of those and have those around to cause problems.
Where are those yellow chips? Oh, those aren't easier. These are 3 cruise missiles from the airfields making naval strikes.
So let's see, Mike. I've used this before to come into here.
I was trying to figure out how to get enough there. So what do you?
I've come in there before with 2 tanks off of the and all my fighters.
So you get the 2 tanks from the LHD.
I've taken the 2 tanks and the LHD, and I've taken some fighters, and then I've used my destroyer to fire 2 cruise missiles into there.
Okay, you can get that turn 1.
Okay.
So
I'll figure it out later.
I've tried to, you come in there because this is overkill. So you can just
Yeah, I was playing with numbers there to try to
bring those
sort it
in.
out. So you get
Um,
these guys. You've got 2 shots with cruise missiles in, right?
You could also use this
bring-
guy as a cruise missile shot. Help me out in Turkey or weaken them here.
I haven't figured out how to go all 3 places yet.
Well, you could support me with a cruise missile if you wanted,
Yeah.
or you could
Okay.
you know.
So you bring both carrier air, right? Bring both helicopters.
Oh yeah, bring everything.
Yeah, because they've got a lot there. Special forces. You got 1 here, 1 here, 1, 2, 3, because they can ignore enemies. Is that right?
There. That way.
They just do stuff like add to your, give you bonuses. So I would bring special forces, but you're gonna have to send them on different missions.
Okay.
Your special forces can't have both of them on command control mission.
Got it.
Like, so you could put one of them on an airfield seizure,
Mm-hmm.
and you could put one of them on a
And they stay alive as long as they don't roll a 12, basically, or whatever the failure option.
Make sure your volume's down lower, get feedback.
For intercepting surgical strikes,
yeah.
the interceptors have to come from the zone you're striking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can they come from a zone you pass over to get to that zone?
You can't fly through a zone that has enemy fighters.
So through flying through the sea, I can't do a surgical strike on Japan.
Nope.
Okay.
You got fighters there.
Too bad. You gonna withdraw now?
No. Thank you.
Run away.
2,
I'd run.
Those go.
movement through sea zones with islands count as 1 movement or 2 for this game.
Through what?
Aircraft movement through sea zones with islands, does that count as 1 move or
Just
2?
one.
1.
Yeah, this is what, one territory.
I forgot about this.
In that case,
Oh, this is the ship,
That's the building.
the building. I think I almost want to get rid of it.
leave them there.
You don't
Almost feels like it's going to protract it out too long. No one's ever.
Well, you only have
carrier.
10 turns.
I know.
You only have 10 turns so you want this game to be fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, carriers do take a long time.
I know they do take a long time, but I'm feeling like maybe this is going to be too slow.
And we could
You could
Consolidate it.
price.
go down to 3 turns, you know. That way, if someone builds a carrier right away, I'd still have it for 7 turns.
True.
And the cost would be the same, so they're still paying full price. They just get it faster. All right, China's good to go.
This being a faster game, we might have to drop it down.
I would get rid of the whole thing, but
Maybe just the big carriers go 2 turns.
all right, let's speed this up. Let's start resolving battles.
Yeah.
Why don't we just start with
You almost
Andrew and go this way, and we'll just resolve
One-person
battles.
Factories and
Yeah, that's good.
36, where you
I've got
have
3 cruise
just basically
missiles
2
doing naval
phase.
strikes in the
You
sea
put
of
the
Japan.
building
Okay.
token
Being
under
launched
it,
from
so you would
airfields.
Right.
put a building
Where's
token under it, and then on the next turn, you pay the rest of the money and you lay it. So it's 2 turns, basically, but you just use that token.
Okay, so Andrew's got 3 cruise missiles at Sea of Japan.
Oh, that's too
So you
bad.
take 3 off your stockpile.
Yeah, all right, those are the
Okay.
chips I threw in.
Here,
He threw 3
Yeah.
cruise missiles into the Sea of Japan.
you literally threw them in the sea.
You literally threw them in the sea.
Good job.
Kim Jong-il must have been.
Yeah, the last time I trust missiles.
Proud.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the thing with cruise missiles. They can be costly.
This is the only battle I have left
Okay.
to do.
Step aside.
We need to think about what happens if more than one person has command control, like has units in the zone.
We can go.
Maybe all 3 of us roll a command control dice.
Or
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll.
or
Mine
you
is
could
minus
have-
1, so I got a 5.
what am
So
I? I'm 0, but my drone is +2.
okay, so you,
My command control 6,
no.
0.
I got 14.
You got a what?
Roll a 12, +2 for drone.
So you got a what?
5.
9.
So you got a 11 because you're +2 for United
11.
States. Or no, you're so 9. So Andrew, you have
Difference of 5.
a difference of 5, but then Doug has more than me. So how are we gonna work that out? He gets to spend his against me.
Yeah, we could do opposing dice rolls for each faction or each.
Well, we all just rolled 1, but he's got more than me.
What if you nominate a
Lead.
one
The higher
allied
command
player
control. Yeah.
as
Guys would decide which one would run it.
Well,
yeah.
Supreme headquarters.
what if I have 1 ship and I'm the U.S. and we're like, let's let the U.S. run it because they've got a +2 modifier.
Well, that would be like the real world.
Yeah.
That's the real world.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Then the U.S. would want to send 1 group, 1 unit with every unit.
So would y'all decide on that? For Will to roll it?
You could do based on number of units then.
What if
could also
Andrew
do the
spends his
difference
points against
between you
Doug
two.
and Doug spends his
You
points
could
that
do
are
the
higher than
difference.
his on me?
You can do the
Yeah,
difference
we could do
between
that.
you two, right? Doug's number against the difference between you two. So you got it. What?
Yeah, I like what you said.
But you have 10 times the units that I do in a battle. Wouldn't make sense for my 1 stupid Caliphate frig to
Drag you down.
drag the entire battle down,
Yes.
or would it?
Yes, 5 times. What'd you come in there for?
Just moral support. Moral support. I got my one Caliphate frigate coming in.
I like the idea of rolling against each.
Okay, so
Because you're setting it up against each faction and opposing each other.
but if we all just roll a dice, then
So what's the difference between y'all's two?
I got a 5
Yeah, 9.
and you got a 9, so he gets to spend 4 against me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Kind of, depending on what he chooses to do.
Well, let's just see. So Andrew, you can go ahead and start making your rolls
Yeah.
here.
This is a destroyer, right? This piece?
Yeah, yeah, destroyer.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend all 5 of my points to give that guy first strike.
Is that all you got?
That's from the subs, and then a destroyer for first strike in it. What is
The
destroyer?
one hit, he's not, are they automatically gone?
What?
Yeah,
First
first
strike?
strikes are taken off
You
before they
got to take
defend,
off something. Take off your frigate.
and the destroyer hit at first strike.
Okay, so you got another one to take off.
Can
Yeah,
you take the sub?
You can't take this up.
Does the sub still get to fire?
Well, the sub has first strike too, right?
Yeah, so it could
Sub
still
does get
defend.
to fire.
So his sub gets first strike now against me before I fire the rest of my stuff. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Frigate is 4. Miss. Choppers are 5. 2.
They're 4 now.
Are they 4?
Miss.
We'll still miss.
Nines.
Yeah, 4.
And 3 fighters. Fighters are 6. 2 dice. So 2 hits.
I should have made 2 of these boards.
So Doug, you could take you got a so you should have got 2 more command control because you have a drone in the zone.
Yeah. So I'll take these 2.
If you take hey Doug, if you take your LHD instead,
Yeah.
you could just retreat your fighter and your drone to the nearest land zone and keep them.
So fighter defends on a 6. Hit. LHD does even defend 1, miss. And destroyer 7, miss. No, hit.
Yeah,
Hit.
Hits.
2
2 hits.
2 hits. I'll lose frigate and a chopper.
I'm still there.
Okay.
Not for long.
So you want to keep losing units, it's fine.
You kidding? That destroyer still has first strike. See, we got 2 subs for first
Does it
strike.
get it for the whole battle?
That's a good question.
Or
For
is it
command and control,
each round?
Does
No,
what-
you don't get it for the whole.
so it's just the first round?
Just first round.
Okay, well, so I still got 2 subs.
Or just like, if you had more points and you hadn't spent them yet, you could go back and get some more.
1 hit on first strike, so it's gone.
2 hits.
I don't see anyone else left to.
So and then here's the other weird thing is now Doug has no forces left, but he never got to spend his points against mine,
And you never shot.
and I never shot. So
Okay.
I still think command and control is weird. Okay,
Yeah.
and the drone is gone.
I'm gonna have to put some thought in.
I thought
Yeah.
you said he get the,
Well, he
I
was
guess the
left
reason
in
I'm so
combat.
interested in your command and control concept is because that's what I was trying to wrap my head around with making that layer in midway.
Yeah,
And so I want to find a way to make it work.
I would love to find a way to make it work. I think it's weird now, but I'd like to find a way to like. I don't know if you've played World in Flames, but there's this naval surprise points, and you roll and you get the difference, and they're modified by if you have air and if you have this, and you just get to spin the difference.
Okay.
And I was kind of trying to do something along those lines. It's not quite the same.
And in that case, then how does the defender typically spend their points?
They can avoid combat. They can increase their combat tables. They can decrease the columns on the other person's tables. They can.
Well, so why couldn't he have spent some of his command and control? He could have retreated one of his units into a friendly zone.
Well, then, but that's the interesting part is Doug had some of his point, but Andrew had more than Doug, and Doug had more than me.
Right.
So the points he had over him could only be spent against him.
Yeah, we really.
Because I had command and control over him.
We really needed to have it be.
Yeah.
Well,
it either needs to be something like the difference between you two, or, like you said, the supreme headquarters, so that there's only one.
And if you want to get really complicated, we could have cards, and the cards could have costs on them, and you wouldn't know what the other person had. And then they could be like, "Oh, I have this." You know, you might have a hand of
Because
three.
see, Doug also, I mean, he could have had first strike, maybe,
Mhm.
and then so you got to find some way to allow
On him.
Well,
Yeah.
or in that battle, regardless, depending on how you lay out the command and control. I mean, either as the difference between you two, or one supreme headquarters, or however you do it. But in a lot of ways, he should drag you down.
Yeah.
You
For
know?
having one
I'm-
one small surface group in there.
Sure.
Well, if you're,
There's
I mean,
nothing harder than trying to have multiple allies in a
Okay.
battle.
Okay.
plus, I mean, the difference on your rolls was 4, right? So
Doug should have had
essentially-
+2 with that drone in there.
So
Should've
your
claimed
difference
that.
would have been 6.
Yeah.
Between his roll and your roll.
Yeah, so
Which
I
is-
could have done a
which is
first
pretty-
strike on
Pretty
him.
atrocious in that whole situation, which means, you know, you're the group that wanders into the battle looking to help your friend, and you end up jumping the gun, lose your surprise that he had gained, and yeah, maybe it does throw off that whole battle. And that's the price you pay for a multinational force.
And so
Okay.
the negotiation ahead of time would be, hey, don't come help. It's not helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe then, you know,
And then
a special
average
ability
points.
of the U.S. and NATO would be to work together.
Could
They
be.
could share command better.
So this would translate into rules as
Well, you were up by 5.
up by 5.
You were down by 6.
Mm-hmm.
Doug gets 1 point to spend on the whole group.
It wouldn't be a good option. There's nothing to buy 1 point with.
Yeah.
Then it's a wash.
What if we combine the allies modifiers
But then in that case,
And
then
then
he would have
there's
told
been-
him just to stay out of the battle.
and then it's spent across the allies?
Right.
Well, our modifier would have
Well, you don't
been
know what the results
our modifier
are.
would have been -0.5 then. It would have.
Yeah.
It would have not been exciting.
Go the other way. What if you both beat him by 5? Does that mean you should get 10 points to spend against him? Because you brought 2 forces? You can't add
No,
them, right?
I wouldn't think
Yeah.
that would give you more command and control.
Right.
I think that would give you less.
I think I like the original one you talked about where you pick who's going to do the
You
command and
elect.
control before you roll.
Yeah. You elect a player.
Okay. But then, you know, the U.S. would want to send a force.
But the problem is if they win the
Yeah.
command and control, they have 1 unit to spend their points on.
That's true.
Or you say in multinational forces, lowest command and control modifier.
And that's
So
why,
that's the-
and that way, if the U.S. only sends a couple and you've got 6, then you go, well, I've got 6 units, and my command control should warrant, even though yours is higher.
Yeah.
But they might. That's a decision they have to make.
Well, it's never going to be, I mean, Caliphate's -1. Russia and China are +0. The Caliphate's never going to drag you down by more than 1. The U.S. is going to boost Pacific up by 2 at most.
Yeah.
So it's not
So-
going to be a huge
So can
difference.
factions share the C2 points they get amongst each other, or they have to use them on their, like if the U.S. and Pacific go in together in the battle, the U.S. says, I want to do command and control, and they get it, can they only spend it on themselves, or can it be spent amongst
both factions?
I would think it would be able to be spent on the whole multinational force.
I think so. It's complicated. I'd like to eliminate a lot of the stuff of after your roll, before your opponent's roll, after your opponent's roll, and just it's all before you roll. It's all pre-roll benefits.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, so
At least that way we're not.
what about the two that are after the roll? Force the opponent to re-roll or save a unit.
Yeah.
Just cut those out.
Advanced
Rules.
advanced expansion, advanced
Okay,
command
well,
control.
when do I get to attack something?
Soon.
Shoot, brother, you're still defending over there.
So you could elect only the lowest. I don't know, man. This is getting complicated.
We
But-
can talk about it as we go.
Okay, we
So-
can keep.
yeah.
We'll try it again. Okay, so
Okay.
Yeah, we'll try to
let's
get
keep
on
moving.
another
Do you have any other
scenario.
attack?
China's
Andrew?
done with combat.
Okay, Russia.
Okay.
You're up.
Well, are we still testing this command and control theory?
Yeah, we've eliminated half of it, but yeah, we're still testing it. Let's
Are
go.
there any
Well, let's do
multinational
if
attacks
we do
here?
the well, no, I don't have any multi. Well, you were talking about doing something here, right?
Yeah.
So that would at least, I mean, that doesn't really give a multinational attack.
Send in an infantry.
All right, just to have fun,
Sure.
just to see how it works.
All right.
All right.
So then we designate a leader.
Well, it's not
If we
really
did-
fair for me to be the leader.
Well, if we designated
Well,
Russia as
what's your command and control number?
0.
What's
mine's
yours?
-1. If we designated you as the leader,
And he
then
gets
you could only spend it on your Russian guy.
gives a C2.
So that
then-
dissuades sending in a small force. And,
It's helpful
and-
because you have another unit, but
right,
your command and controls.
but it gives us a reason to take the
The lower number.
lower number,
Right.
which is good. I
So
think you
command and
want that.
control you get can only be spent on your pieces,
I think
not your allies.
Right.
I think
Okay.
that saves the
That would need to be clarified.
one Russian or
Okay.
one unit piece that comes
how
in
many
and tries
times
to take
did-
over.
Foreign wars happened and they brought in experts, Americans or something like that. There were very few of them, but they had the expertise. Now, granted, that was back in the day. It's not 2025.
Yeah, and they're not gonna. I mean, they might rely on them for the training or the intel, but they're not going to rely on them to actually control the military.
I would think all the
I-
major powers in here would be pretty equal, as in, other than the caliphate.
Yeah.
The Calvin might almost be -2.
Yeah.
It might almost be that bad.
Just because of their organizational level.
Organization,
They
they're
have training.
multi-ethnic, multi-religious, squabbling factions. They're not unified. They're not a unified command. Not in NATO.
No, they don't have the structure. They don't have the years and years and years of trying to mold that together.
Right. So, and I'm thinking if we're gonna change this and make this a 2025. Like this really speaks to the advanced game, this advanced command control stuff. And I'd like to
Wanna-
smooth out the turns in this.
So you want to just chuck it for the sake of the base game?
All right, make it advanced only. Yeah.
I mean, just for the sake of smoothness, I'm already feeling it grind down. And then in the advanced version, yeah, we'll have a dashboard and you can spend points and you can play the 16-hour
You don't
game.
want you don't even want it as advanced rule? You think
No,
it as advanced
I think
rule?
I think the whole point of this game is to play it. Fast and smooth and fun.
Player's discretion.
This is why we're making Meltdown, is so it can be fast.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Somebody says, I like how the first thing Allison went for was nukes. Nice job.
That was your friend
Who
Caleb.
posted that?
Caleb Baker.
Oh, okay.
Is that your homie?
Yeah, I just started talking to him lately about Accident Allies and Global War, see if he'd be interested in this game.
Oh,
He's one of my new recruits.
sounds like he
Hey, why don't
is.
some of you guys weigh in on the chat on command control? So okay, so let's see how battle goes without it.
Okay.
Mainly Mr. Kelly.
All right. Well, let's just roll some dice for Central Europe. Then we'll just start there.
Well, yeah, you can do one without, but I don't think it really bogged down. The big bog down was trying to figure out
who got what.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it one more time. See how it goes.
You eliminated half of it, right?
I eliminated all that
The
before and
top
after.
half.
It's only before you roll that you get to apply your command control.
Why don't we
So
just
that's
go ahead and
not bad.
resolve Turkey then? Have you
All
take
right.
command of the
All right. So
multinational
EU, who's
force.
EU?
Me.
All right, Doug. Command control. Are we going Caliphate -2?
Mine's 0.
Yes. Let's do
Caliphate -2. All right. So now I'm at 7. Actually, I'm at 9.
8 plus 2 is 10.
Yeah, you got
So
you got your drones.
I've got actually +4 because I've got my Caliphate here on combat controllers. Successes auto, failures 12.
I've got a drone.
So I've got +4, -2, +2. I've got a 9.
SNF is +4.
So my drone's a plus
No,
2.
I got a drone.
My
Yeah.
drone's plus 2 plus.
Oh, I didn't see that.
What'd you get total, Doug?
So mine's I had an 8, so I have a 10.
Okay, so you have 1 point more than me.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're gonna roll for the
Nothing there costs 1 point.
Nothing.
Battle of Turkey. I've got
It was worthless.
Yep.
Up the camera.
6 infantry.
Here goes.
1 hit. 2 fighters. Makes 2 hits, 2 armor. 3,
Well,
4
three.
hits.
3 hits. That's all the defenders. You got 2 infantry. 1 tank.
Okay. Douglas B. friend.
If you want to use this, that way people can see the dice rolls.
Oh, okay.
Keeps it contained.
Okay. Put it where they can see it.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, dice towers.
Nice tower. They can't see the board anymore, but
Covered the logo.
Oh, that's. Huh?
they can't see the
Maybe
board.
if you turn it
Here.
Bad marketing.
other way,
Well, they're not going to be able to see it with this back here.
just as long as they see this part.
They will not see that.
Oh, yeah,
It's ridiculous.
kind of.
I mean Australia. There you go.
I think next time we need a rehearsal.
Okay. Okay,
You
so
got
Doug,
that
you have 3 units defending there,
Yeah, they all died.
and they all died.
Oh, Doug, hold the line.
Yeah, 2 infantry and a.
Got rid of the mountain.
2 infantry and a tank?
You
You got to roll in the box.
1 hit.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Pete.
Pick whichever one you like better.
1 hit. Just simulate it.
All right. My poor. Here. You guys get out of here.
So now the question is, who gets command of the zone? Russians or Caliphate?
I'd say the guy had the command and control.
You know,
Yeah.
going back to the whole command and control thing, you could always go whoever has the 51% of the forces, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to count who's got the most. That bogs it down too.
It'd be just verbal
You've got
agreement between the
7
players.
guys that count much.
Pretty.
There is a rule on it.
Don't you like roll a dice or something? It's completely random.
Put your marker in there. I get it.
It may not be his yet.
You took it. Caliphate.
Because using multinational groups always use the lowest C2 modifier.
Okay.
Good. Bring that up.
Help. Did I already tell you that?
Agree with
Help.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Players must decide who gains ownership. Conquering player must decide to resolve the matter with a die roll. I have 16 IPPs. Can I please have it?
Yep.
Thank you.
My friends to the south.
Thank you. We are moving in. And we're going to exfil our forces back out of here.
So I get some old MiG-27s too.
I would love some old MiG-27s. It's probably all that's what I have. Some MiG-27s. All right. And then so over here I'm firing a I'm going to fire a nuke. I'm going to fire a nuclear cruise missile just to heat this up. Nuclear cruise missile at your carrier.
And you have free range of
I lose a victory petition for doing so, but I'm going to take that carrier.
But the Islamic Caliphate still loses victory
You're
for
gonna
it.
miss.
Okay.
Okay, I get 3 against every unit in the zone because I can't hit the sub.
Where are you attacking?
Well, you can
Here
launch nukes on.
or there?
I
Oh, that's
I
you.
can launch it.
Are you attacking here?
didn't know you could launch nukes in sea zones.
Didn't you say something about?
I think you launched a nuclear cruiser.
Nuclear cruise missile? Sure.
I think he's changing the rules as he's going along. Now you give him a faction to run. Now
He
it's
did
like,
say that in his little heads up in the drop
Ah,
box.
they hit on a 7+ and always have target selection. So I'm going for your carrier.
A nuclear cruise? Wow, okay.
Nuclear cruise missile hits on a 7+ and always has target selection. Going for the carrier. No! Well, so
you didn't
much.
do it in the tower.
No, we don't want to.
Ah! All right. So, I shot my
So-
wad there.
Someone made a suggestion that we roll the dice in the tower to lift the tower so you can see the dice.
That's her name.
That's what she said.
All right.
Oh, is she on there?
You think I make this stuff
Hey,
up?
Casey. Hey, what's up? Hey, can I call you back in about 10
I
minutes?
didn't know if I'd given her your number or not.
All right, I'll give you a buzz. Okay. Okay. So man, I was hoping to take that carrier out. Okay. I put him here on
Central African.
insurgency operations.
There's a
Shut it down.
He'll
Infantry
resolve that.
Oh, I need to resolve my SOF guy over there too. I got him over there on geopolitical stuff.
Oh.
And that guy. There's not really any defenders, so it kind of
So
moved.
he
An Okinawa?
he fails on a
Yeah.
12. He
Yeah,
does
they're
not.
one in,
He's
they're
over
one in.
here doing
I thought there
geopolitical
was.
influence,
I don't think so.
and that's all I got to do for my round. So
Did anybody know Okinawa?
No.
Okay, that was an easy battle.
Okinawa should have a ton of stuff. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Don't we have something on Okinawa?
There's a.
Where's
we
the
got the Marines.
income tracker?
Got one here.
Yeah, there should probably be a Marine force on Okinawa.
41, please.
There weren't any troops,
Nothing.
U.S. or.
Nothing.
Where you at? 18?
Oh,
Do we want to add anything to Okinawa?
I'm at 18. Do we want to add to Okinawa?
We just airborne into it. Unopposed.
Give me your.
yeah, that wouldn't happen. There'd be some angry Marines, and there's an SF element there. Not big. Though.
What do you got?
What Japanese SF element?
U.S.
Pacific is at 31,
Well, I mean, the thing is, like,
It's small.
and the
it's
EU
too
is at
small. It's
37.
overwhelmed by 10,000 Chinese airborne.
30, 31, and
Uh,
7.
Could it
But
hold
there's
up?
also a
7?
Marine, or
37.
there's a
Minus-
Marine expeditionary.
Oh, I
unit
don't
there.
know. You just
But
say
could it
where
hold
it's
up like
What-
a
how much
major
is that?
Chinese
2?
assault on the island?
Chinese airborne?
at. 2.
That wouldn't be a major assault. That'd be yes, they could. Yes,
Okay, so what would be there?
I would just put one unit, like one infantry.
Okay, a U.S. infantry
I don't know.
or a Japanese infantry?
It could be a U.S. infantry. It could be.
U.S. or coalition doesn't matter, right? I mean, it matters because the U.S. if the guy he's a little more forward, he could get into the battle quicker.
And he would have a +2 command rating.
I mean, it's no different than what you have sitting down there in South Korea.
Yeah.
Make a decision.
Well, then we'd redo the move, I guess.
I say the guy who airborne in there dies automatically because there's a guy there. But that's just me.
I'm all for testing stuff.
Do you think there should be a guy there? Anyone?
What's
Well, what about on Guam? So let's just say there's not a guy. There's a guy in Okinawa, and is there a guy in Guam?
Yeah, what's the racial representation here? But how many Marines are in Okinawa?
It only takes one.
It's a mu. It only takes one.
It's about 1 to 100,000.
Nope.
It's what?
about 1 to 100,000, I think, for this.
Yeah, cough drop.
Each soldier represents 100,000 or 10.
100,000. Well, for airborne, it's probably more like 10.
Airborne is 10.
Yeah, that makes. I mean,
But if you think about it, airborne are pretty powerful. I mean, they're 3-1. They're better than an infantry. I mean, they've got a lot of shock power. They just don't have a lot of defense power. So, I mean, your special forces are overrepresented already.
it's a mu.
Oh yeah, special forces are overrepresented.
Yeah, I mean, they come with a lot of toys and they come with a lot of support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would put a green infantry unit there. That's just me.
All right, let's do it.
advocating.
All right. Here we go. Green infantry is right there.
What kind of fight for it?
Andrew, do you want to make a different move, or you want to try that?
Coward.
Might as well go for
Feel
it.
like a bull in a china closet over there.
Let's do this.
All right.
Oh, we have to roll command
What do I have to
control?
get? For an airborne, what's his attack?
We decided there's a,
Do we roll the command and control?
yeah.
I forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, so command and control, I have no modifier. Pacific Coalition,
+2.
Okay.
+2.
big number. Oh, 12.
Golly.
Yes.
7.
Okay.
That's a difference of 5.
Not good.
No.
What do I have to choose from?
Choose quickly.
Airborne
Too
first
late.
strike.
You got first strike.
Can I stack these on one unit?
Like what?
Like if I want to do the first one twice?
Oh.
I know we did that in my playtest game, but the rules didn't say whether you could or not.
You only got one.
Yeah,
unit
probably.
plus
I would
one
say
on
it's +1.
You can stack them.
So you're going to give them a +1 and a +1?
+2.
You got 2 units coming in there, though, right?
No, just one.
He wants
I
to
got one
put a
guy.
+2 on it.
Yeah, I want to use the +1 twice since I can afford it.
Well, what do you guys think?
Since we're defending, our vote would be no.
But you would play test.
It is kind of it is kind of goofy.
To be able to stack them. See, this is why I want to get rid of command and control.
I think
Well,
it just needs more refinement after the basics are.
Yeah.
I don't like stacking units just because you
Okay, no, you can't stack them. How's that?
I just say you pick one higher then.
And I'll do the first strike.
All right.
What do I go for? 2 or 3?
You're at 3-1.
It says on here 2-1. So
Airborne,
something we need to
2-1.
change?
Everyone's 2-1. Okay, everyone's a 2-1. Everyone's a 2-1. Oh, it moved to 3-1. Sorry. Oh, yours is a 2-1. Tag difference.
Way miss.
Look on the move.
Oh, you're right. Miss. Okay, so we both miss.
Okay.
Is still 3-round
Wow.
combat?
Where's
Airborne,
the
it
rolling
is.
coming from? You should have killed him.
Oh, man.
Now here's your chance.
Demand some different dice. Nope.
I'm going to try different dice too.
I'd stop. I'd go home.
It's airborne.
I'll say I don't think I can retreat from
That's
this one.
true.
Yeah, if he misses this one, he loses the battle.
Come on. 3.
12.
And you still
Wow.
missed.
But he dies anyways, yeah?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm out of supplies.
Oh. Sucks to be
Yeah,
airborne.
but he killed you. You're gone.
No.
It says
No,
on
he
here
missed.
airborne it hits on 2.
It's a 2-1.
Oh, I'm
2-1.
sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you hit it a 3.
Yeah.
I kept saying
Man.
3.
We all.
Like I just made it. Nope. Okay.
All right.
Suicide.
So you got any more about? Yeah, you got this whole.
You
Yeah.
got any more suicide missions you want to do?
You're all done with it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this thing down here. Help me kill Doug here.
Down the hall. Yeah, it's actually right behind that
So-
wall. Yeah.
So if I just use him as part of the attack, he gets a regular shot, or
No, as a special forces,
Mhm.
he has options on this
He would-
table
yeah, he would. So he would either add 2
to your command
to
control.
the C2, or he could try to take an airfield if I don't think I'm gonna. I guess if I don't think I'm gonna win it. But, Yeah, so I just use them to boost the C2 roll.
Mhm.
That's fine.
So like a die roll on 12, you fail. He's eliminated. Oh, okay.
So all right. So that's not. Oh, okay.
So he just adds
so
a +2.
So he automatically wins as long as he doesn't fail. Okay, that's
He
good.
didn't win, and he just gets the +2 to
Okay.
your command control roll.
All right. All right. And
Command control.
and that's the only modifier to the command and control for me, right?
Yes. Let's have a drone.
Nope. No drone there.
Okay.
I could put one there. We could put one there. Do we want to do that for the sake of the test?
I mean, I would use everything you got, but
Throw it in there
what's the move on it though?
on the drone.
I think the drone only moves 2. You won't be able to get back.
Oh, I see.
So, Doug,
Yeah,
did you
okay.
get a discount on the
Well,
new
then
anniversary? Or?
I get them.
you don't need them then.
I'm just curious why you had so many.
All right.
That's what you were giving away at Christmas.
So
Oh, yeah.
I just roll off
Sell
with him,
pieces.
Yeah.
adding 2.
So you got a 7.
Plus 2 is 9.
Yeah, I did see that too.
Okay. Doug,
I got
Yes, sir.
9 on my C2.
fighting for the Balkans here.
What do I? I don't even
C2 roll.
I got a tank and 2 infantry.
I'm not shooting yet.
Huh?
I'm not shooting
Command
yet.
and control.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what you did. Sorry. I got a 6.
All right. So I've got him by 3.
I got +2.
Oh, so do I.
No,
No,
I'm sorry. EU might not. I was going back.
They're just, aren't they 0?
I'm +1.
Oh, you're +1. So you're 7 and I'm 9.
Yeah.
All right. So I got you by 2. All right. So best way to spend that, I guess, give the helicopter a +1, since I don't want to retreat.
Okay.
All
Why
right.
don't you give your fighter +1?
Can do that. Make him a 7. I just felt like I had
Doesn't matter.
5.
Oh, I don't know.
All right. Do you usually like to start high, start low? Does it matter?
I don't.
Doesn't
I
matter.
always start with my lowest and go high. Just
All right.
save the best for last. But
Doesn't matter.
3 infantry. Dang.
2 hits.
Yeah. 3 tanks. 2 more.
That's it. There's only 3 units. See, I start with the highest going down. That way you could roll less because the higher units have a better chance of hitting. You can end the battle quicker.
That's very good.
What hit? The EU is falling quickly.
And
No surprise.
the point value is the red one, right?
Yeah.
All right. 2, 3.
And how many rounds did you win it in?
1 round.
Your tanks still have the ability to continue for 1 round, I believe.
Oh, that's
They
fantastic.
have movement left.
How about a mountain range?
One of them at least came from here,
Okay.
so I'm good with just leaving it. I
Okay.
think.
What is the EU set?
All right. We'll resolve this one.
Right here.
That's just a straight C2 roll, or I guess
You know,
you
one of
say
the
you can
nations
put a
that-
drone in there, right? Spinach 1.
Keeps a tremendous amount of tank forces.
So the
Just
drone
roll.
adds 2.
They don't trust the
Yes.
13.
You command control again
Yeah.
with the EU?
Yeah.
5. Nope.
So that's 6. You had +1.
Yeah.
The, right. So that's, I got you by 7. Oh, I'll add 1 to a tank and give the fighter first strike. So there's the fighter. Got 1 without return fire. And then
You can talk normal.
black tank will be +1.
What's that?
The black die will be the tank with the +1. All right, so that's both missed.
That's 6 + 1, 7, right? You said a black tank.
Yep, you're right. 1 hit. Thank you. And what is there? 6 there. One hit. Got the last one.
One hit.
All right. That's 3 more. Okay. Germany. Up 2 for that one.
They can do command control again. Or are you doing it?
Boring.
What do you do?
And
So boring.
This
Are you
guy.
doing it?
Hmm?
Are you doing command control on that one or not?
on the special forces, or on the drone. Oh, you're
For the
saying
whole battle.
Are we choosing command and control? now?
Isn't this a new battle?
Yeah,
It's a new
you
battle. You would do command and
That's
control.
what I asked if you're doing command
Oh,
control.
yeah. Trying to calculate the roll for that.
So you got, what's your special forces doing in there? Are they in command control duty?
I think so. Yeah.
Combat controllers. Okay, roll a die 12. They fail at 12. Otherwise, they get it.
Okay.
Okay.
All good.
So you got +2 to your roll from whatever
Okay.
your base is.
So
And then do you have a drone?
+2 and a drone.
+4.
+4.
Okay. 5.
So that's 9 total.
12.
12. So you're up by 3.
But he's got a combat controller in there too. He's got a special forces he could assign to be C2, right?
Yep. So that would be up by 5.
But he's got to roll for the elimination.
Oh, right.
This is so complicated.
Yeah.
Doing away with all this freaking command control stuff.
So I'll just give 1 unit a +1.
Okay.
Probably my.
So I can fire the cruise missiles first. Is that how that works?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So I take 2 out of here. Right, 1 for each of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't think they're first strike though.
doesn't say anything about first strike. No.
Okay.
So it's regular attack.
Just go ahead and fire them.
Okay.
So you got 2 cruise missiles coming in off your frigate, of your destroyer.
Nothing there. Both missed. Okay. Any of the other naval units able to do anything there?
No.
Okay. That makes it easy. So 2 fighters. 1 hit.
With target selection.
Oh, nice. Well, probably take
Okay.
that fighter. Can I take the fighter?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. The helicopters. 1 hit.
Okay.
And 2 tanks. 2 hits.
Okay.
So 4 hits total. One of them has to be the fighter.
And I'm gonna I'm gonna give my one of my infantry a +1. So infantry are 2 4s and a 5.
You know you're not supposed to lose Europe.
1. Then I've got a fighter. Miss. What else I got up there? Tank. 7. No. And a special forces.
Special forces don't attack with they have special abilities to launch.
So the
So 1 hit.
Yeah, it's an A.
1 hit.
The helicopters can stay, right?
How you feeling about now, Doug?
I'm losing quickly. I need the U.S. in this
Doug, for an
game.
HPG president, losing his shirt.
It's round 1.
It's round one.
Oh yeah, just walking through. Yeah.
We haven't even
That's
got
a
the
little
attack.
Yeah. All right, fighters. 1 hit.
He's just steamrolling right now.
And does this guy count as a casualty?
I don't know.
Special forces taken as casualties?
Nope.
Then that's
Yeah, so that's it.
so roll your tank.
Special forces eliminated by being eliminated.
Hit.
Of course.
One chance in a
I
minute.
targeted the fighter.
How bad? That's pretty bad as a fighter. All right, I guess I'll take it.
We had to lose something. I mean,
Okay.
I
So was that round 1?
That was round 2.
That was round 2. I believe you are limited to 2 rounds. Isn't the EU special ability to limit it to 2 rounds? Therefore, you lose
Well,
everything that has to retreat. Is
so
Well,
this
that's
guy,
special.
that's
although
all
I don't know if he
left.
can hold territory though.
I don't think so, no.
I don't have a chance to automatically kill him, do I?
Because he still has stuff left to shoot.
It slips out by the sea
Okay.
on a nearby sub. Maybe not. 'Cause he's not naval.
He doesn't know how to swim. There's no anchor.
It's the KSK.
Yeah.
Commando. Special craft is German.
Yeah, it doesn't really spell that out right now.
I wouldn't think so, just based on how large the territories are and how large one SF unit is.
They can do a lot. Did you ever see the movie G.I. Jane? They held
I
a-
did.
They held a lot.
She's a SEAL, right?
But a whole country?
It was like 8 of them.
Well, I mean, I'm not thinking that he can hold the territory, because if he can't be taken as a casualty, then I need to keep rolling my attack. I only rolled the
Yeah, he's
The
still
two
I think the
fighters.
special forces should at least be able to defend.
No,
not if
No.
too
they're
small.
not if they're on.
Yeah, I think it's
The whole regular army's been wiped out, and there's what?
to scale
But
it.
the
Couple thousand
question
guys.
is he killed or does he get to escape?
I don't know. Do we want to make it complex enough that
He
the
could've
special
used-
forces unit can try and exfil?
Command and control.
Or they just slip
Um,
I
people
hate
escape.
command and control. It's just bogging. We're spending half our time on that.
So it's
Dang
a
rule.
10-point unit. The only thing so far that we know that kills them is a failed mission, right? Is there a special forces mission to counter special forces?
There was something about if there's
Counter.
2 of them in the same zone, they can increase each other's mission
Okay.
failure rate by 3.
What if we do it where
Okay.
special forces are left, they can exfil with a chance of failure of half. So 50-50 they make it or they don't.
What's our YouTube channel?
Historical board gaming.
I almost think that for a 10-point unit that really doesn't do much, that doesn't have an attack value,
Yeah.
Just eliminate them.
if they're not killed by mission failure, then they escape. Because nobody's really going to be throwing down tons of money on buying new ones. And if we just kill them every time they happen to be in a zone that got attacked and wiped
They're
out,
gone.
they're gone, and it's not going to be part of the game.
What if there's no escape route?
If there's no escape route, then they're killed.
Well, they're considered to be helicopter board anyway, so they can always escape.
So they can move them to adjacent
All right.
territory, correct?
One adjacent territory. Yeah, I think so.
Maybe they have to make an exfil roll or something.
No, that's what you
That's
said.
too complex.
That was my feeling.
It'd be the same.
Yeah, just do it.
Just adjacent, just roll, just move it. If they have an escape route, they move. If they don't, they die. Done. Meltdown.
Would you move China down?
Okay.
one?
1 second.
Yeah, anytime you have to roll, images bog and stuff.
That should be it.
Yeah. Who's ready to eliminate command and control altogether?
With this,
Yeah,
for meltdown.
for now, yeah.
Or just change it to like a +1, and like every point you get to +1 for one of your units or something. I don't know.
Where else on we have?
Let's eliminate it for now and see how it moves the game.
What's next?
Isn't one of the things that special ops give you is command and control?
Yeah, that's the only problem is
If we go,
those in the drones really help you in the battle.
what
So-
if instead of special force doing command and control, replace that with army support? So you give a unit
It
+1
starts happening.
if they're there.
Yeah, we could replace it too. Combat controllers is,
If we give
You
a
know,
unit-
add +1, maybe add +1 attack and target selection range.
Yeah.
And that way it would, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Just take a little
10
minute break. I'm gonna text on here. We'll stop
break time, guys.
and stream.